I am going to take you guys on a cacao plantation tour in Puerto Viejo de Talamanca in Costa Rica. Y'all know I love chocolate. Let's get into it. I was thinking about how I used to celebrate my birthdays before. I used to get so fucked up and so belligerent drunk pre-gaming, and then after the pre-game we would all drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink until we couldn't remember anything. And it's just crazy to enjoy, like, what did I do last year? I also drank, like, it wasn't a lot, but I had like a drink, you know? So it's crazy to enjoy like my very first birthday since I've been 21. Even before 21 I was drinking sober. Like, it's crazy because most of us, it's like if you don't drink, it's probably going to be really hard for you to find something to do on like days to celebrate, because most people, that's how they celebrate, they drink. So it's been so beautiful so far to be out here appreciating life, to appreciate the fact that I get to create life, to appreciate creation, to appreciate and just love everything around me. Like, it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful to be experiencing this present moment and getting to share it with you all.
Flavor soup. Yeah, we're gonna try it all out. Right here. That's how your chocolate tree looks like. See the fruits coming out of the trunk. So the name of this tree is Theobroma. Actually in Greek means food of the gods. They say this tree is originally from the Amazonas, but supposedly Mexicans domesticated it because they will make a special beverage out of the fruit that they will use for medicine and also for spiritual purposes. Yeah. So where could you find this tree growing around the planet? They don't grow in cold places, right? So from the equator, 20 degrees above, 20 degrees below, in that range. So basically Africa at the moment are the largest exporters. That's Ghana and Ivory Coast. And in Europe, the largest one to import the bean and process it is Germany and Belgium. But the ones to make the finest chocolate, Switzerland and Belgium.
But no states. Not the states.
The states that they make more like commercial, you know,
Yeah,
like Hershey's and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean the like
Pure.
finest way, purest,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Also they say the Swiss were like the first one discovering like the milk chocolate bar, so they have like a kind of technique making it the right way.
Yeah.
So the thing is, let's say you bought a property here, you want to like get your own chocolate business going on.
Yeah.
You can buy little trees, put them in the ground, get fresh bean, let them sprout, grow it, right? But around 5 to 6 years, they're gonna be ready to start giving fruits. The first stage is the flowering stage, right? So you can see the fruits, right?
The green one.
Yeah. And you see some little white dots next to the fruits coming out of the trunk, that's the flower. So you can find them on the main trunk of the tree, and also if you look onto this branch, you can find some right here.
Oh wow.
Oh my
Or
gosh,
more
it's
above,
tiny.
you see? So they come all over out of the tree.
Whoa.
It's really rare compared with many fruit trees, right?
Yeah.
Some they only got on the branches, they also got on the trunk. Wow. So that tiny flower opens mostly at nighttime. Early morning, they got a natural pollinator. It's like a little fruit fly that pollinates it. And once it's pollinated, 6 months it takes to be ready to harvest. So it's gonna be green all the way like these. How do you know it's ready to harvest? You see that yellow color on the one that's open?
Yeah.
From green it turns yellow. Then yellow you harvest. I think up there you can see there's somewhere on top. They look a little better. So you harvest, cut it open. Inside you can find 40 to 60 beans depending on the size of the fruit. And each bean has a fruit flesh or pulp around it. It's edible. We're also going to try some today.
Cool.
It's very good. And then from there on we start doing the whole process. I'm going to show you at the factory so you get to see it. All right? Yeah.
What do you do to maintain the trees?
Okay. So we got to that point already. So the thing is, with all the nature, wildlife around us, we have many animals eating cacao. Squirrels, parrots, woodpeckers, monkeys, sloths. We have rodents called the guti. At night time there are some other ones too, right? So the thing is, it's not a threat for us. It's okay to have them around, right? The main problem we have growing cacao, it's a fungus. It's called Monilia. This fungus is destroying cacao production. Not just here, mostly happens in other parts as well. So the thing is, this fungus, it doesn't harm humans, it doesn't harm the tree. The tree could keep growing for years having the fungus. The fungus only rottens the fruit. It's a fine spore that once it goes into a healthy fruit, that fruit is gonna go bad anytime. So what we do, since our farm is organic, we chose to get a different variety of cacao. It has a higher resistance against the fungus, and we do a check on any like dark or bad fruit we see. We remove them from the tree, only leaving healthy ones on it. Once a year we cut the trees back so they don't stretch too high, so it's easier to harvest. And we just need to chop the lower bush around the trees away for airflow so we also can walk around them. But that's basically it. No chemicals, no poison, no nothing.
Awesome.
So I'm going to show you how the fungus looks like. Right there is another flock.
There's a stalk up here somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see the ball on the tree?
Yeah.
You see this big trunk going up with vines on it? You see it's moving a little bit? Maybe like 6 meters up on it. You see it's moving, it's shaking a little bit. I think he's looking too high.
Ja, die schaut schon.
Look where something is moving in the vines. You see the vines are shaking.
Du zeigst gerade auf.
Es ist einfach
Maybe like 6 meters up, just on the trunk in between the vine. Oh, look where it's shaking. Look. You see something moving, the vines.
Oh, yeah.
Is the middle tree?
This
I
middle
see.
one?
Yeah, I
we're
see.
shaking. Oh my gosh, so cute.
Yeah, you barely see him.
So you see this fruit right here?
Ah,
So see that powder that comes out?
damn.
So that, you see how many rotten fruits are on the tree?
Yikes.
So basically the fungus, it's the one just damaging everything.
Damn.
Oh.
All these trees are not just wildly growing there. Everything in here used to be one big cacao farm.
Yeah.
But it came in like in the 70s, this fungus in Costa Rica, and it destroyed cacao production. So the owners, to get a little access to money, they start setting up part of their farms.
Yeah.
The people need to build a home on it.
Hella fungus. It's like mold.
Yeah.
Right here, see they can grow up to 10 meters in height. It's not good to let them grow that big because when it's harvest, it's hard work, right?
Yeah.
But nobody's using them, so they just grow wildly there. Like just grow, keep growing. You see some more right inside there too. sloth is different than the ones you saw before. This is the three-fingered sloth. That one was the two-toed you saw outside, and the one on the tree, and this is the three-fingered one, or three-toed. See it? Also look down there.
It's real poisonous. The red one?
Yeah.
They're not gonna come after you. Anything that you touch, get it in your mouth, in your bloodstream, it can be dangerous. That's so cool.
They're all red. Pink red. Hello, sloth.
That's another two-toed one.
Those frogs are everywhere.
Look up there, like two more up there. See the big tree? Come stand like right here. Way up on the trunk up there is one.
Oh yeah.
And then on the left big branch there's another one on top there.
Oh my gosh.
Those are the two-toed ones.
Do you see them?
Yeah. Just chilling.
Yeah.
Look from here. See the tiny branch like kind of like just holding inside? That's another three-fingered one. You can see it. It's laid in the back
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
branch is
yeah.
like right inside there. Yeah, that's a three-fingered one. Nobody bothers them. They're everywhere. They just have enough food. They only eat, sleep once a week, go to the bathroom. So easy life. The left side down to the right side. Once you first look into it, it can look like pretty wide. You're like a lot of random trees going around, right? The perfect example that you can see that to get to chocolate, you don't need to destroy the nature, because cacao trees actually need 50% shade, 50% sunlight to grow like in healthy conditions, right? So from there on, we have left a lot of random trees. They're also home for animals and shade for cacao trees. And below, we have a lot of cacao trees. So you can start seeing them like from right here. See, we only have like healthy ones on the trees. You don't see much of the dark ones. Also, if you look on the other side, like between the leaves, those green ones, you're gonna see many more fruits. So all the dark leaves below, they're all cacao trees. You're gonna see many more going up. So, hola. So the thing is, once you harvest, we never climb the trees. So everything basically is hand. So the ones we don't get. So the ones that we don't get like by the hand, we have a pole with a knife on it. We cut them down and then we pick them up, and we take them up to the factory. Everything is by hand. You know. So also like how actually Caribbean started is that the owners are actually from the States, from Wisconsin, Minnesota, but they moved here 20 years ago. So the first time they came to Costa Rica, basically just to travel, probably like many of you, right? They had opportunity to come back a second time, and at that time they fell in love with the place and they decided it was a nice place to move to and start a new life. But the thing is, of course, moving here, it can be very challenging. It's not that easy to make money here. So they were looking for options. They're coffee lovers, they love to drink coffee. So for that time, 20 years back, here in Puerto Viejo, they had like this hard time finding a cafe that would offer you good coffee, right? So they decided maybe doing a coffee shop and offering good coffee will do the job. So that's how they started, with a coffee shop. Next to the bus station, they rented out a little place. They bought a coffee roaster, they got a coffee provider, they start roasting it, offering good coffee and other several drinks, right? But they also had chocolate. No, it's so tasty probably.
Ready? It's just underneath. I can't even touch the phone.
All of those little trees you see sticking out on the side are all new cacao trees coming out. Another sloth up there, see?
Sloth farm.
No?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see it. He's right in the corner. Yeah.
Just when we thought we weren't gonna
I
see
know,
them.
right? I went from 0
to 100.
So the farm keeps going up the mountain. You see all the trees below here. All those with the dark green leaves below as well, going back up to the mountain. But we're gonna go up to the factory, so we start getting some chocolate. So actually I want to show you something just right here. I don't know if you can see it. Look down there, way on the bottom. See it? Way on the ground. See the brown? Way in the back.
Oh yeah, it's a little aguio. What do you call it?
Aguti.
Aguti. They were at our house. What are they? They're not. They're harmless, yeah.
See it? Way on the ground down there.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it from there.
It's a
But
aguti.
okay.
That's like a big guinea pig.
Moest je gelachen? Dit is de
Ah,
They like to eat cacao when they're very low, where they can reach it. They open it up
They
like
eat
shark
cacao.
teeth. Yeah.
Everyone loves.
Ay, agutis. Oh.
Yeah.
They're like reddish looking, like green with a little pink on it.
Oh, yes.
So from there we have different varieties of cacao. So everything depends what variety you're using. Your chocolate can be tasting different as well. But not just the variety is going to go through a process, the soil where it's growing, the variety growing, and in the fermentation stage, depending how long you can ferment it, you can regulate the flavors in the chocolate as well. But here you can start seeing different colors. That means you can have actually different taste in your bar as well. So there is Creole cacao, or knowing as native, is the yellow one, the yellow-orange one I've seen coming up. That one basically, they say on the market, is like the most wanted one, I would say, because once you use that one to make chocolate, they have better flavor, textures, and aroma. But the main problem is that they get a lot of fungus. So it's too delicate. Forastero is a different variety. This one is way more resistant against the fungus. While also when it's having fruit, they get more fruits as Creole. But the difference now, Forastero has a higher acidity level in the bean, making the flavors way more intense and bitter. And the Trinitarian is a cross between those two. So we have all three growing inside here, and we just mix them up. We don't select them by variety. But the color is gonna look different. They're gonna have a different flavor. Yeah. So let's come this way.
Wow.
Pass around. So since we're up here in the factory, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut open that fruit. Now we're gonna get to try the raw bean. So on the bean there is a pulp, the fruit flesh that I want y'all to try. Cool.
You want me to take a photo of it?
Yeah, I got the.
Yo,
Oh, no, hold on.
it smells.
Yeah.
That's how it looks inside. So that white stuff it's around the bean, that's the fruit flesh. So if you like fruits, if you ever tried mango, passion fruit, rambutan, mangostan, banana, pineapple, this has like a mix of everything. So first, you put your hand, I give you a bean, you put it in your mouth, you suck on it to taste the pulp. Afterwards, you could chew the bean and eat it, no problem. You might not like the flavor, it's like a nut once you chew on it, and it can get bitter. If you don't like it, you can spit it outside, but it's going to be a superfood that good nutrients and health benefits. Totally fine to eat, kids, alright?
Awesome.
So open your hand.
Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you.
Oh, it's really good. Just like an apple a little.
Looks like a Whoa.
You know what ganepas are?
Yeah.
Oh my
Tastes like
gosh.
ganepas a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Whoa.
grows over here too, Costa Rica. Oh shit.
That's good.
So this one is still like a little sour kind of, because not completely yellow. Once it's more yellow, it gets sweeter, but then it has less pulp around the teeth.
Mm.
Wow.
Look on the color inside.
Mm.
It's purple, you see?
Yeah. It really looks like a brain.
Wow.
When you see it, looks
Oh,
like
whites
an
are so
organ,
good.
right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Looks like
I
a
would eat that
heart
every day.
or a lung or a brain or a kidney or something. So actually they say depending vegetables or things that look like a part of your body is supposed to be good for that part. So right there you have the proof, right?
Yeah.
So why they say it to be a superfood? Because actually it has a lot of antioxidant. It has a little caffeine, but the main active ingredient is called theobromine. It's a stimulant. It increases the serotonin, making you happy, like gives you better mood and stuff. It's also good for memory, prevents from having like cardiovascular diseases. Also, it has like magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, iron, zinc, protein. But 40 to 50% of one bean has inside of it a fat, and once we take it out, we know as cacao butter. Cacao butter used to make white chocolate, and also cosmetics use cacao butter to make lotions and stuff to hydrate your skin. It's very good. Yeah.
Amazing.
So the first step that we do with the fresh fruit is fermenting the bean. That's the first step, starting to get to it. For what we ferment it, so there's a little acidity in the bean, you can kind of regulate it. Some people, they don't like the acidity in the chocolate, some like to keep it a little bit. So by depending how many days you want to keep it fermenting, you can regulate that. How? You see those wooden boxes outside? I'm going to show you in a moment. The box outside. So inside there, we first fold it with banana leaves. We cut open around 400 fruits, ripe ones. Pour them all in with the pulp. Cover it nice with a lid. Leave it sitting for 7 days. So we don't buy any products for the fermenting because everything we need we have around us already. The pulp has sugar. We have a little yeast in the environment, enzymes and microorganisms. So just by leaving it in there, everything is going to start by its own. So 3 days approximately of sitting there, the sugar starts to break down, going to vinegar stage, and it's going to be releasing ethanol like alcohol, and the temperature slowly rises to around 40 degrees Celsius, and it's going to slow cook the bean into that box. So once those 7 days are passed, we take them out, and then we spread them onto the tables to slow dry by direct sunlight for 3 weeks to get the moisture out of the bean. So I'm going to show you, and then we come back here, okay?
Wie sagt man das auf Englisch? Garen. Ist das Garen?
Yeah.
That was like the vinegar stage.
So this is how it ferments inside here. See? Looks pretty gross, but that's how it works. Yeah. So from here, once the 7 days are by, we take them out. This is this is how we're gonna put it for the first day. So this was a different batch, but look, if you see, it's pretty fresh inside. So we slowly want the temperature to kind of work its way around it. So we put it on a pile, leave it like this. Next day we're gonna start spreading it like those. And these ones are dried already actually. You actually can take one of these and you can eat it. Yeah, you can taste it, see if it tastes like chocolate already.
That's crunchy.
Fresh fruit, ferment for 7 days, 3 weeks, drying. And then from here we take it back in the factory and start working with it. So when we also get the beans from the other farmers, we already get them fermented and dried because they do their own work in their farm, right? So this one is roasted. That's the next step. You have one?
Oh, that's roasted.
Can you eat it? Yeah. So This is the coffee roaster they bought once they started the coffee shop. So we heat it up 125 degrees Celsius. 5 kilos of the dried bean, the one outside, in for 1 hour. Once it's ready, pour it in here, cool the bean down, and this is what we got. Do you know, or could you guess what's the purpose of roasting the bean?
It's like coffee, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea.
More rich flavor.
Flavors, exactly. You start getting the aromas out into the something else.
Darker?
It's not that hard anymore.
How?
It's softer now. After
Texture, or what you mean?
more crunchy and not.
Crunchy, yeah. So
The water is
you get more of the moisture out by roasting it. Concentrating the cacao butter, getting the water out. But also, if you look carefully, there is a fine little shell coming off the bean. Once you roast it, it comes off easier. What we want is this 100% cacao. This is what we call cacao nibs.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Yummy.
Yeah. So this is what we're looking for. So this, we ground it up and we make chocolate, adding milk or sugar, or just like this, we can make 100%.
Wow.
Yeah. So to get to the nibs, we use these machines. I'm going to show you right here. Since it's going to take a little time, we're working with quantity, right? So this one is going to crush the bean in many pieces, and the vacuum cleaner can separate it afterwards better. Can smell.
That smells strong. Smells good.
Wow.
Smells like home.
But we have a big mess in here, right? So to clean it up, we use this one here, vacuum cleaner. So how it works by gravity. Since the nib is heavier than the shell, comes out and the shell goes back into here. Yeah. Looks way better now. But we still have some of these. These are gonna get picked up by hand. So, but it's easier now. It's not that much like before, right? Even in case you find something that doesn't look like a nib, you pick it out, right? You want it to be clean. So once we check again by hand, we remove all of these. We're gonna crush the nibs over and over and over till this gets very smooth and creamy, not powdery. You might think cacao powder, no, it's no powder. It's gonna get into cream. Why? Or paste? Because there's cacao butter inside of this. It's the oil.
Yeah.
So inside there we have some brick granite stones. I'm gonna show you in a moment. Very heavy. You're gonna be crushing the nib over and over. Through crushing, it creates friction. Friction is gonna create heat. The heat is gonna melt the cacao butter. It's gonna start getting paste, like a paste. Yeah. So we want the 100% chocolate bar. We only pour nibs in it. For 24 hours, it's ready. 100. But flavors or milk can take 2 to 3 days. We add more ingredients. So we add the nibs, sugar, then we add ginger, cayenne pepper, mint in it. 2 days, it's ready. But how I said, for milk, can take probably like around 3 days. But why also, the thing is, once we're pouring flavors inside, we cannot add any liquids for flavoring because there is butter inside here. Oil and water separates. So we only add solids. For a milk chocolate bar, we use powder milk. No liquid milk, right? So I'm gonna open the window and I'm gonna show you. You can sit on the bench facing inside. I'm gonna show you how it works. Hello.
Dat is de beste plaats.
There you can see, you can look inside. Wow. Enjoy it. Pretty interesting. So this is one of our flavored bar that has milk in it. It's called chai chocolate. 60% has milk and a lot of ingredients. There is anise, cinnamon, cardamom, clove, black pepper, ginger, turmeric, and allspice. Everything in there. So those are the big granite stones, you see? Very heavy. Brushing the names over and over. Sí, está listo, ¿verdad? Pues hoy, mañana. Yeah, it's kind of ready, so I would like to give you a sample to try. Yeah?
What's the rub?
Yeah, just like this.
Oh, go first.
We got everything.
Except when you said the story. Do a face talking. That's your
Wow.
Wow. Oh my god.
So that's gonna be
That's
one of our
crazy.
flavored bars, okay? So, I mean, it's kind of ready, but tomorrow they're gonna start turning this into bars, alright? So there's one more step I would like to show you, and then we can start having solid bars to try. You can just leave the spoons right there, it's okay.
Wow.
And I'm gonna
Thank
open the
you.
next window, and I'll show you the next step. Did y'all felt a little warmness on the mixture? Was it a little warm?
Yeah, it was warm.
So that was created through friction inside. There is no heater. That's the granite stones crushing every time and heating it up. So it's gonna be approximately around 46 degrees, just to keep it liquidish so it doesn't get hard inside there. But now, once that is ready to turn that or make bars out of it, we use these molds. So these are the 25-gram bar molds that we use. So before adding that mixture inside of here, we need to do a process that we call tempering. That's gonna make your bar, once it's cooled down, to look shiny, glassy, and gives it a solid, like a rigid popping sound inside of it. So the tempering consists in slowly dropping the temperature from 46 degrees down to 29, and after it's rising it from 29 back up to 32. That's gonna create something in the mixture to once you're gonna have this poppy and glassy look on it. I'm gonna show you how we do it, alright? I'm gonna use the nibs just for an example, alright? We have a big iron pot, it's heat conductive. Take some mixture out, pour it in the pot halfway full. So it comes up by 46, I wanna drop it to 29, so I take a bin with water and ice and thermometer, spatula, and we go over. Once it reaches to 29 degrees, want to rise it to 32, hot water over here, and we switch in hot water. And we do the same. Yeah? This can take around 15 minutes. It takes time. You have to be a little patient. But once you got it there, take a dish, dip some out, and start filling the mold up. Use one of these to spread it out. Right. Knocking the air bubbles out. So the air comes out, it settles nice. From here we take them, that door you see in the back, that's our cool room, straight in the back. So the temperature in there is 16 degrees. 1 hour inside, it's solid. We take them out and we just flip, press, and the bars drop out easily, looking just perfect. And we also, you can see Sarah, she's doing the packaging, everything by hand. So every bar goes into aluminum foil. We heat seal them so they're closed. And that's the packaging. So we have 2 logos. It's an owl with the pods. And we also have a sloth here, Slow Good. You see, it takes time to make chocolate. The same for this guy to go around, right? So we go here, fold it, ready, down to the store we just came from. Yeah.
That's crazy. It's cool.
I don't know if I missed something, but if you have anything you want to ask, feel free. And if not, I got more chocolate for you guys to try. So
It's usually just like one person.
actually, it's 2. One, it's like once it's tempered, it's filling the molds, and one is like knocking the air and taking them to the back into the cool room. Because the filling, you know, because we have actually like a machine to keep the temperature at the same level so it doesn't go down anymore. So we have to do it like going, right? So one is filling the molds, one is taking them to the cool room.
How doesn't it melt at the store?
We have a cool room there with AC in it.
Oh.
But even at room temperature, like here, you see we have bars outside, they don't melt. So if you avoid direct sunlight and your body temperature, they would be fine, I guess, for a while, right? But if you leave it in the sun or somewhere where the heat is like hitting on it first, it's gonna melt the bar. Even if it melts, it's not gonna leak because they're sealed inside. If you put it back in the temperature, cool it down, it's solid. It may not look that great anymore, but it's still gonna be in the package, right?
We're gonna do this every day. So making stuff every day, right?
Bars here?
Yeah.
No, so like this batch is gonna be ready. Actually, it's ready, but tomorrow early they're gonna start making.
So like every couple days.
So yeah, takes. Depends how much you have to be. Depending how much they have to do. Maybe they have a lot to like pack.
Yeah.
So maybe they're gonna do a lot of packing and stuff. Once that is ready, they leave that apart, start making bars, packing, molds to clean and stuff. There is a lot.
Yeah, a lot to do.
The syrup is what they use for the coffee downstairs.
The what?
The syrup, like chocolate. You know what I mean? They use that in the coffee, their coffee shop.
The syrup?
The melted one, right? That's what you
Yeah.
mean? The one you just gave us on the spoon, right?
Yeah, we had iced tea downstairs and it tastes just like cacao.
Oh, an iced tea?
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee. I'm not sure.
We'll get all the chocolate from here.
Yeah.
Was it like a caramel or something?
Not caramel, it was like a mocha or something.
Mocha? Yeah,
Yeah.
mocha has a chocolate. So actually they take a 72%, I think, melt it, and then you just pour the coffee in it. With, So, before I give you all to try, I'm going to quickly explain you what we got on this plate, okay? All of these bars, we made them here, but we have been using the bean from different farmers. So each tag has a farmer's name or area and region where it's coming from. Miguel, that's the farmer's name. Cacao is indigenous reserve in the Talamanca Mountains. Vicente Celia, that's in Bribri. I've never heard of Bribri, the indigenous town. And then Trovanex, Sandbox, that's like going back to border to Panama, like on the way down. So, interesting, all of them have the same amount of ingredients. They're all 72% cacao and 28% sugar. That's it. Equal for each one, right? But if you look, the colors are kind of different, right?
Yeah.
See, one's a little darker, one's like medium, one's like a little lighter. So it's not that it has more cacao or less. They're all equal.
Yeah.
But probably they have different varieties. They fermented different, more days or less. And the soil could be a little different. So now we're gonna like try to see if we find any differences between them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start by offering you Miguel to start, and then we're gonna keep going to see if we find any difference in them. All right?
Cool.
Hello. Ah, so gracias.
What kind of sugar does it have?
Sugar cane.
Oh, it's good. Finca de Miguel. I'm gonna eat all this.
Pretty bitter.
I would say the texture is very creamy. But you still find like a little acidity, like a bitterness to it, right?
Yeah, actually it's
It's
bitter.
like the bean basically, a little close to that. Yeah.
So natural.
Keep that in mind because afterwards we're gonna use Herbal next to compare. Good?
Yeah.
Little bug. Get out of here.
You tried already? Not as bitter.
Feels a little less bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texture is like more creamy going to buttery.
Creamy.
Feel like more the creaminess in
Yeah.
it. But how you said it's less bitter.
Yeah.
Like more sweeter, more balanced out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So we work with around 10 different farmers. On a tour we get to try 3, randomly chosen by the ladies.
Yeah.
But at the store, in the cool room, we got them all there. You can check them out afterwards.
Wow.
So we have one more to go. This is one of our newest, just recently came in, so it's new for me too. So,
Oh, cool.
ready?
Yeah.
Thank you. We don't do beer tasting anymore. We do chocolate
I don't think we
tasting.
ever did. This might be my
Tastes
favorite
earthy.
one. That is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You see, they all have the same amount ingredients, but different texture, flavor,
Yeah.
and then you can see. And the interesting is every year they change. It's never gonna be exactly the same. Happens here too. That every year the harvest is different.
Yeah.
So the change too. Any favorite from those 3?
The middle one. The
The
last
middle
one.
Last
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
I like the first one.
First
I
one.
like the texture when it's a little bit not that creamy, when it's
Like
a
a
little
little
powdering, or
bit,
how do you
like
say
grainy
that?
a little bit,
yes,
like
yeah,
that.
I like that that one.
Last one.
I like the second one.
Second one. Nice.
What about you?
I like them all. Yeah, I know it's like, I mean they have like a base to balance out the cayenne pepper. And we put it into a shot glass. Good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say it had? Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper, honey. And it's in the chocolate. In the hot water if you want to.
Do you guys have white chocolate here?
No, we don't make white chocolate.
Oh, you don't make chocolate.
When they started, they actually had the option of getting white chocolate, but it wasn't selling that great or good, I would say, so they just took it off.
Yeah. You know how much more chocolate I have to eat?
Yeah.
All the way.
So remember, take a little sip. Don't go everything in your mouth because I don't know if you're gonna like it. So
Yeah.
take a little sip. Wait a moment. Soy Alan. And then if you like, just go for it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Smells interesting.
Cheers.
Cheers, love. Damn. Vanilla. And Jamaican pepper. Definitely
What?
pepperish.
Yeah.
Taste the honey.
Taste the honey.
Yeah.
Spicy.
At the end, like,
Yeah.
it comes really.
Cayenne pepper.
Shit. Is this what they have, like a ceremonial cacao? The cacao ceremony?
Yes, yeah, some. I mean, I've been to a couple, and everybody has like their own recipe. What's the
Yeah.
right way
I
of
guess,
drinking
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So I have some. It's just pure cacao. Some they like put in a little herbs to make it a little bit more tasty, like flavor. So it depends. I mean, this is like diluted with a little hot water, you know. But I've been to cacao ceremony, we barely melted. It was heavy still, you know. I had to like forced to swallow it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So just to let y'all know, 3 of these got milk in it. The rest are 72% with no milk. So the first is caca de cúpula. It's slothful. It's roasted coffee bean like this, covered with chocolate. And the chocolate is a 60% and has milk in it. Then we have the Machu Picchu. It's a 50% milk chocolate bar, roasted quinoa and Peruvian salt in it. This third one is a chai chocolate. That's the one you tried before. That's a 60% with all of those ingredients in it. From there, from the Three Kings back, they're all 72% what flavor. So the Three Kings has cinnamon, nutmeg, and cardamom. The Black Beach Espresso, the one up there, has coffee and anise. Then we have the mint tea, it's the one next to it to the left. That's the peppermint that grows in the garden. Then this bottom one, tarragon, or also known as estragon, is another herb. Then we got tequila shot. It's just the name, there's no tequila. It's lime leaf and salt in it. Then we got the O Snap, is with ginger. Orange Forest has orange peel, clove, and anise. And then the Heat Wave is with cayenne pepper. So, you all can eat as much as you feel like. The only thing we're not allowed is to do is double dip. But there are one of these for each. You see there are 2 there, 2 here. That means you each can take one, go around, eat as much, but we never like eat from the pot, we always go on our hands, right?
Okay.
I recommend starting this way, but if you don't mind, you can just go over.
Oh, I was not ready for all this chocolate.
This is the buffet, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure there's no more.
So enjoy, take your time, and just go for it.
I think it's more filling than regular, like, whatever, commercial chocolate.
It does feel more filling.
Yeah. Going to my brain.
Sure. We're in the chill room. It's cold. We got products.
Chocolate body polish.
Chocolate body mist. Trying to smell like roots.
Chocolate shampoo. Chocolate deodorant.
It's really cool because we saw the lady doing these by hand. Chocolate, nibs of cacao.
Café con chocolate.
Cafe.
That was amazing. I really like that. I would eat that every day. I'm not gonna lie.
That shit was. Tastes like quenepas, right?
Yeah, it tastes like a necklace. Or like the seed, bro.
Yeah. The seed wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Hey, it wasn't. It's
What
eatable,
was
but
worse than the seed was the roasted one.
yeah, I didn't like that. Oh my
That
god.
one was like rough.
Made me almost gag. For real, at the point I was starting to think I was gonna like almost throw up.
Gosh, shut up.
What time, my friend?
Our bikes are still. Yeah.
Turn it off. Oh, it died, yeah.
Shoot, I don't know the password for
The gate?
Yeah.
2781, I think?
2481.
Or 2381.
You want to sit with me?
Come get 10%. That's good to know if they did just less 10%. Now, I was thinking about like recently, I was thinking about, I don't know what I saw or read or whatever about like, damn, like places do 20% off, 30% off, 50% off. Like, so like, damn, how do they do that? You know, like 10% is like, I think we could do 20 and still make profit, but it's like, doesn't feel worth it.
I think if you make hella sales.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Someone told me, you know, someone said it's pricey too recently. And I was just thinking about like, some of the 4-gram bars are $80. But you know, there's a fucking blue tie-dye in there, 32 different cookies on top. Like, no, you can take it out.
To finish off.
Take it
It's
out.
gonna be funny. Talking business. I really hope that you all enjoyed this beautiful cacao plantation tour in Puerto Viejo in Costa Rica, one of my favorite countries. I got to experience living in this beautiful country a couple times throughout my life, and it was definitely life-changing. Costa Rica holds such a beautiful place in my heart, so I was so grateful and so happy to spend my birthday there this past year, 28 years. And this time I was pregnant. So that tour was definitely very educational, very enjoyable, and also very applicable to my own life because I do have a chocolate bar business. Well, it's not the only thing that I sell, but it is a big part of our business. So getting to learn how they make real cacao, like chocolate bars and such, was so incredible. If you're ever in Costa Rica, especially the Caribbean side, like Puerto Viejo, I highly recommend doing one of these cacao plantation tours. I got to be very slow and present with my travels this time around. I will be sharing my full vlog of my Costa Rica trip. You can find that on my other YouTube channel, Amor del Solecito. The links are always in my description. That is a channel where I like to share my vlogs, travel vlogs, life vlogs. You can also find many other travel vlogs on there, as I do love to travel. But anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe and join in my YouTube community. I also hope that you enjoyed the jungle sounds in the end of this video and throughout the video. Actually, that plantation had So much wildlife throughout, especially sloths and birds everywhere. Please enjoy these jungle sounds. If you listen closely, you can hear the howler monkeys. Peace everyone, catch you on my next video.